Okay, welcome. Thank you very much for clicking on. I got a whole video for you today. That means I'm going to get to share with you the things I've bought again this weekend. You get to see the antiques and collectibles the bargains I find at car boot sales. I'll show you the items, tell you a little bit about them, what I've paid, what I hope to sell them for. So they're really interesting films. Part of the reason I do them is maybe you sell on eBay or Etsy or something and you're looking for inspiration. Is a bit of a vlog and cataloging system for me where I keep a reminder of what I've bought. And because I absolutely love sharing the passion of antiques and collecting and treasure hunting with you from car boot sales. So should we get started and have a look at this weekend's purchases? I didn't go out Saturday because it was hammering down, but I did go Sunday. Didn't do very well in the first one. I went to Abergavenny, the first car boot sale, on the top of the mountain, and they herded us. And there must have been 100 or 200 people buying and about 20 or 30 stalls to sell. And literally, they opened the gate and 100 people were running to the stalls. Now, that's absolutely fine in some aspects if you're a seller. But I got to the first stall. I was looking at some pieces, some jewellery and bits. By the time I turned around to go to the next stall, I couldn't get to another stall. The entire market was just rammed. Couldn't get into another stall. So I didn't hardly buy anything there. And then myself, Sharon and Rob, a couple of friends, we went and sold up in Madley and bought in Madley. So I'm going to share with you what I bought. Most of this has come from Madley car boot sale on Sunday, but it's a nice little haul. So I'm going to start off with something that Rob beat me to in Abergavenny. He purchased this. We have a beautiful Waterford. Now, this is Irish Waterford, not the import, which is always important. So you have Irish Waterford crystal perfume bottle. Now, it's the Lismore pattern. It's signed and it's got its original label. It is signed, I have checked. There you go, it's signed just by there. You can see the signature Waterford. Anyway, he bought it, I think it was £6 or £7 in Abergavenny. He put it out and sold it to me in Madley for £20. Nice little profit for him, 3-1 on his money. Let's hope I can get 3-1 on my money. Should we have a little look? Now, if you buy in Waterford, understand if it's Marquise by Waterford, it's a lot lower value. All right, let's have a little look. So I've come across to eBay here and I've just searched in Waterford Lismore Crystal perfume bottle and gone sort by highest priced. Okay. So if we scroll down here, we have one here sold at £61.50. It does look to have the box and certificate with that one. We have another year sold at £80. Now this is the joy of eBay. Watch this. £37 and I believe £26. That's the joy of eBay for you. Now, part of the reason behind different pricing on eBay is not everybody's a reseller. Some people are just clearing out, they put stuff up for sale and they don't really care what they get for it. Now, personally, I'll put the item up for sale on my website and it'll sit there until a proper collector or proper dealer comes along to buy it. It cost me £20. Based on those prices, I'm probably going to put 65 to 70 on there and wait for a decent buyer or decent offer. But perfect Waterford crystal, Lismore pattern, perfume bottle, ticked all the right boxes to go on the website. So really pleased with that. Thank you very much. Moving along, I purchased this. It's not just this. I had 6 cups and the jug, cream jug to go with it. Missing the sugar bowl, unfortunately. Now this is a 1968 matte black with a gold gilding Pheonix coffee set by Portmeirion. It was designed by John Coughley, which is wrote on the base. There you go, tells you everything about it. Pheonix by John Coughley, Portmeirion Pottery, and it's 1968 and it's matte black. And I got 6 cups, the cream jug and the coffee pot, all for £7. So, if you went back a few years, you'd be talking £100 for this set. It's right bang mid-century modern that people like. and it was only £7. Now that coffee pot alone is £20–30, but I was quite shocked with the prices. Now I came across to eBay and a set they'd sold at 75, 65, 55, 50, 48, and you know what? It just keeps on coming down. All the way down, believe it or not, to 20 quid. It just goes, there you go, £20 by there, plus a tenner postage. It just goes to show you how volatile the antique and collectibles market is. Now, I'm still going to be putting £45 on this set. People have achieved better. £40 there, £50 there, 40, 50, 50, 55. So, 45 is not unreasonable for a perfect condition Portmeirion Pheonix coffee set. Now, I can pull higher prices sometimes than you can get on eBay because a lot of people don't actually trust eBay. There are a lot of people out there who have come away from eBay because of all the scams and all the nonsense involved with eBay, and they buy off private sites or auctions. That's a lovely set. It's mid-century. It's absolutely perfect, and I may pick up a bowl to go with it so I have a full set. Haven't decided yet. I'll probably find a bowl for a couple of pounds, £2 or £3. So I may hang on listing that until I get a bowl and then list it up for £65 or £55 as a full set. Thing is, these sets that get sold on eBay by £20 and £25, they don't go to collectors. They go straight back out to trade, and then that trade will then resell them on at antique fairs or on their own websites. So they don't last long. So if they want a cheap version off eBay, they've got to be really fast and dive on it straight away. Now, you can't say I'm anything if not diverse. Diversity is what I thrive in. I love the thrill. I love learning every day. Well, how's this for different for me? I first remember playing the game Risk, best part of 30 years ago. And I absolutely loved the aggression involved in the game of invading other countries and taking their armies. I know it sounds terrible, doesn't it? But anyway, we have a Risk, but Game of Thrones edition, but it is the Skirmish edition. That's what it says on the back there. Now, this is still sealed. If it was open, I wouldn't have entertained it. But I know, even to buy a modern game of Risk is £20–30. A Game of Thrones edition is going to be more, I know that. So I knew at the car boot sale this was a £30, £40, £50 game. It cost me a fiver. Sealed, never opened. Perfect how collectors want to find them. Or if you want to use it, that's absolutely fine. At least you know all the bits are there. But have a look at this. Risk Game of Thrones Skirmish Edition. Look at these prices. 48, 78, 105, 29, 16. I don't know if it's been opened. 49, 32, and 30. So I think it's safe to say my fiver was a cracking little investment. I don't do a lot with toys and things like that, but I should. There is a reason why all these toy dealers are diving in the backs of the cars, any game consoles, any toys, any action figures, any wrestlers, you name it. There's a reason behind it, and the reason is the stuff sells. That's a cracking little game of Risk there. A collector will buy it. People who want to use it will buy it. For a fiver, I'm not going to lose. Even if I was to say 25, 30 quid, I'd still be pretty much the cheapest one on the internet there for a sealed perfect game. That's not bad, is it? And I've learned something else, didn't I? This I was quite excited about at front, but I'm thinking it might be silver plate now. I'm going to have to acid test it. It is a measure. This is a 2-ounce measure, and it reads just a thimbleful. Now, I didn't even look at it at the car boot sale, and I'll tell you why. I have had 3, maybe 4 of these over the last 10 years. All of them have been solid silver. This is a Charles Horner one I actually had on my website. So this is a Charles Horner version I had 1948 on my website in solid silver, just a thimbleful. So they do them in silver. There's the hallmarks there. Now mine isn't gilded on the inside either, which was a bit of a red flag. So when I saw this, just a thimbleful measure at the car boot sale, I didn't even so much as get an eyeglass out. It cost me £1. It was straight in the bag with another item, which I'll share with you in just a moment. I'm pretty confident it's silver plate. It's a 2-ouncer. That isn't way, by the way, on the rim. That is literally scratching, and it's no brass or nothing showing through, so it's heavily silvered. But I am going to acid test it before I sell it, just to make sure. But even as a silver plate thimble measure, I still think that's £20, and it cost me £1. But with it, I had this. These are the only two things I had from Abergavenny. By the time I finished looking at this badge and that thimble, I turned around, I couldn't get to another stall. And by the time I could, they were all it was all gone. So this is what I had with the thimble. A lovely little dog brooch. But Guide Dogs Royal Service, it states on the front. So this is a nice early Guide Dogs badge. On the reverse, just behind the pin, is a full set of hallmarks. So I can not just date it. It doesn't just say a silver, rather, sorry. I can date it to the year it was made and everything. There is a full set, not just stamp 925, it's a full set of hallmarks on the back. Now this cost me £2, and I've looked online. I've looked under the Guide Dogs badges, I've looked on Google image search, everything. I can't find another one. So if you collect Guide Dog stuff, this has got to be £30 to £40 of solid silver for you. So that's what I'm going to put it up for. I'm going to put it up for £45 and see if I get an offer. And if I don't, what have I lost? I still got a solid silver badge on my website for £2 that looks amazing and isn't really available anywhere else. So I was happy with that. I did have other jewellery. This is the jewellery haul I had from Madly. I'll share a few bits of it with you. I had this whole job lot parcel owes me about £10. In amongst it is a pair of 9-carat gold garnet drop earrings. I haven't weighed them. They're probably a gram or 2 grams, but there's a lot of stone in them. Then we have a solid silver, fully hallmarked. I have found the hallmark. Girl Guides scarf clip or pin. So I think it's where you'd put, is it always like a toggle? So you'd put yeah, it's like a toggle. So you'd put your ropes through there and down either side, and then that'll be a toggle to open and close it. But it's Girl Guides, you can see that there. It is solid silver, 925, fully hallmarked, and I've no idea on the value until I research and list it. If you want to see any of these items, eventually they will all be on the website, antiquesarena.com. But for now, they're not even listed. I had a really nice, pretty bracelet, silver. Well, all of this is solid silver, none of it is plate. Then I had this really heavy, it feels, I haven't weighed it, but it feels like close on an ounce, or not far off an ounce of silver in a rope chain. It is really, really nice, big, heavy, thick rope chain. Then I've had a Marquisite sterling silver bracelet. There's quite a lot of it in there, to be honest with you, and for the tenner. It was all like 50p for this, £1 for that, £2 for that. Yeah, about £10. I might be out by £1 or two. I'd have to go and check my book, but literally came in for pennies. Look at how thick that chain is. The pendant is crap, but a really nice, decent chain. Just a spare chain on its own. And then I absolutely loved this set. Look at the size of those amethysts. Earrings and pendant or necklace to match. Lovely, beautiful colour and big stones. Actually said on the box what it was. Sterling silver and amethyst, and it came from a jeweller's. Bridget Brownie Jeweller. Or Bridget Brownie Jeweller. Gorgeous thing. She charged me £2 for that. I don't know who got robbed, her or me. Her, but still. So yeah, some really nice bits of jewellery, but there's well north of £100 just in the jewellery. Moving along, I purchased this. This was actually a Cowbridge buy, actually, a couple of days ago. Really nice Japanese enamel vase depicting Mount Fuji. It's not an old one, but it is a nice one. There you go. Everything you need to know is on the base. Limited edition of only 2,000 made. Of this number 1607, made in Japan. It's enamel. Now it does have some wear. You can see the sort of surface scratching here and a bit down here and there. So it does have some wear, but it was a £5. I'm not being funny. How gorgeous is that for a £5? Or a lovely bit of Japanese enamel for a £5. It's not fortunes. In that condition, it's 20 quid, 25 quid. But it's a really, really nice thing. I'd say I don't think it's that old. Doesn't say a date. Well, it might do, but it's in Japanese writing, so yeah. But a nice thing, nonetheless. For a £5, I'm going to put 25 on that. Now, I also had... Now, I've been giving you tips, haven't I, on car manuals and things. These are this week's car manuals. I'm buying car manuals all the time. And they come in for 50p, £1 and £2. I don't pay any more than that from. There was one in here I looked at that was good money. I think on average they're all like 20s and 30s. I'm sure there was one here that was actually money. Bear with me. So there you go. I've just searched this one here, which is a BLMC 1800 from 1964. And there it is, but there straight away. £40. People don't seem to realise there is value in these old workshop manuals. The Haynes ones, they tend to limit at a tenner, in all honesty. But if you can get workshop manuals, especially stuff that actually main dealer stuff, it can be really good money. I've had £75 for tractor manuals. I've had offers of £50 and £70 on other ones I've had. So some of them sell for good money. And you can see I had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 this weekend. I had 6 off one dealer for a tenner, and then I paid £2 for the other. So in total, 7 workshop manuals cost me £12. One of them is going to be in profit. The other 6 are free. That's a no-brainer, really, isn't it? Okay, so that's it for today's car boot sale haul, really. If you made it this far, thank you. I appreciate it. I appreciate your support. Do you have a favourite? Mine has to be the Lismore perfume bottle. I got to be honest with you. I absolutely love it. But you know me, I love crystal. That's just personal preference. If you like the videos, please like and share and comment. If you want to help the channel, a free way is sharing. Sharing or referring or telling somebody about the website or the YouTube channel, anything. It all helps to support my channel and say thank you. And I'm really, really grateful should you wish to do that. Check out my website, antiquesarena.com, and just as a little teaser, I'll be giving you a little description of the book I've almost finished writing, which will be going out very soon. Thank you very much, and I'll see you at the next one.